Dear students, in last period we studied the trigonometric functions of a particular angles. So that we have to find the trigonometric functions for the angle of measure 0 to 360 degree. Now here in this period we have to solve some solved problem of this chapter. Now here first problem is find the trigonometric functions of functions of 2 pi upon 3 radian. Functions of 2 pi upon 3 radian. Now here we have to find the trigonometric functions of this 2 pi upon 3 radian. 2 pi upon 3 radian. Now here to find the trigonometric functions of 2 pi upon 3 radian, consider we have to convert this angle into a degree. Now here the given angle is now here 2 pi divided by 3 radian, so that we can convert this angle into degree, so that distance equal to 2 multiplied with 180 degree divided by 3. Now here to convert the radian into degree, we put up the value of pi equal to 180 degree. Now here 3, 6, we have to divide 3 by 180. Now we have distance equal to 60, so that this angle is equal to the 120 degree. Means 2 pi divided by 3 radian is equal to 120 degree. Now we have to find the trigonometric functions of the 220 degree. We have to consider here the unit circle, a standard unit circle. Now here base is set. To find measure of 0, 30, 45 up to 360, we have to consider only a standard unit circle and find the trigonometric functions of all angles. Same process is same. We have to consider here a standard unit circle. Standard unit circle. Now here, this axis is an x-axis, y-axis, x-axis, y-axis. Now here, the measure of angle is 120 degree. Means the angle lies in a second quadrant. We know that in second quadrant, the angle having the value between 90 degree to 180 degree, so that 220 degree lies in the second quadrant. Consider that we have to draw this angle, and this angle of measure is 120 degree. Angle of measure 120 degree. We have to consider that here is a point P having coordinate x comma y. P having coordinate x comma y. From the point P, we have to draw a perpendicular on x-axis. Consider that this perpendicular meet at the point M. Now where this distance travel, distance where O is origin, distance OM, this distance equal to x, and distance PM, this distance equal to y. in the triangle OMP. Now here in triangle OMP. Now here angle of measure M, that is equal to 90 degree, because we have to draw a perpendicular from point P on x axis, so that this angle is equal to 90 degree. Now here these angles, suppose that where the point AOP is 120 degree and the angle POM, this angle means the measure of AOP and POM, the sum of these angles equal to 180 degree. कशामुळे असेल? कारण हे दोन रेषीय जोडीतील कोन आहेत आणि रेषीय जोडीतील कोनाच्या मापाची बेरीज 180 अंश असते. म्हणजे या दोन कोनाच्या मापाची बेरीज AOP आणि POM या दोन कोनाच्या मापाची बेरीज 180 अंश असेल. म्हणजे या ठिकाणी मेजर ऑफ अँगल AOP प्लस मेजर ऑफ अँगल POM equal to 180, but we are given AOP that is equal to 120 degree plus measure of angle POM equal to 180 degree, so that measure of angle POM equal to 180 degree minus 120 degree, that is equal to 60 degree. So that in this triangle measure of angle POM, this angle is equal to 60 degree. This angle equal to 60 degree. Now the remaining angle means by the construction of this figure, the angle O that is equal to 60 degree, so that the measure of angle P, measure of angle P that is equal to that 30 degree. 30 degree means in triangle OMP, the angles of measure 90 degree, 60 degree, 30 degree, so that we have to use by 30, 60, 90 theorem. By 30, 60, 90 theorem. In last period, we have to study the 30, 60, 90 theorem. By the 30, 60, 90 theorem, the angle here the side which is opposite to angle of measure 30 degree is half of the hypotenuse. 30 अंशासमोरील बाजू ही कर्णाच्या निम्मी असते. Now in that triangle, this angle is of measure 30 degree and opposite side of the angle of measure 30 degree, that is equal to x, so that we can write where x equal to the half length OP. Half length OP. Now here and y equal to the measure of angle, the length of the side which is opposite to angle of measure 30 degree, 60 degree is in square root 3 divided by 2 times length of the hypotenuse. Now but where in the both the terms that length OP, radius of unit circle. Now where what? Length OP that is equal to 1 because it is a radius of unit circle. Unit circle. Now here x equal to half because here length OP equal to 1 and y equal to in square root 3 divided by 2. Now these are the values of x and y. These are the values of x and y. Now here we have to in this problem find the trigonometric functions. We know that there are the 6 trigonometric functions that are sine, cos, tan, sec, cosec and quad. Now here we have to find all the trigonometric functions. But in this figure, the point P lies in a second quadrant. And we know that in second quadrant, x having sign negative and y is a positive. मग या ठिकाणी आपण डिस्क्रिप्शन मध्ये लिहून टाकू. So that but the point P having coordinate x, y lies in second quadrant. So that x having value x equal to minus 1 upon 2, because in second quadrant x is negative, and y having value positive, y that is equal to in square root 3 divided by 2. Now here these are the values of the trigonometric values of x and y. Now here we can find the all trigonometric functions, so that we know that cos of theta equal to x and sin of theta equal to y. Cos of theta equal to x, sin of theta equal to y. Now here theta be the angle of measure 120 degree, because where OP, where in this figure OP, that is a terminal ray, and when we have to find the angle of measures, then we can consider that the point which lies on the terminal ray. Means P is a point lies on a terminal ray of angle of measure 120 degree. So that theta here 120 degree and x having value minus 1 upon 2. So that here we get the cos of, now here this angle 120 degree means 2 pi upon 3 radian. So that cos of 2 pi divided by 3 radian equal to x, and x having value minus 1 upon 2. And sine of, now here theta, that 2 pi divided by 3 radian equal to y, the value of y that is equal to in square root 3 divided by 2. Now here this is the value of sine of theta, sine of 2 pi divided by 3. Now the remaining 4 trigonometric functions, the tan of 2 pi divided by 3 radian equal to sine of 2 pi divided by 3 radian divided by cos of 2 pi divided by 3 radian, and this term equal to sine of 2 pi divided by 3 radian in square root 3 divided by 2 cos of 3 pi divided by 2 radian, that minus 1 upon 2. So that 2 get cancelled, and this term is equal to minus in square root 3. This is the value of tan of 2 pi divided by 3 radian. Next term, quad of 2 pi divided by 3 radian. This term is equal to cos of 2 pi divided by 3 radian divided by sine of 2 pi divided by 3 radian equal to minus 1 upon 2 divided by in square root 3 divided by 2. Now here we put up the value of sine of 2 pi upon 3, cos of 2 pi divided by 3. Now here 2 get cancelled, and this value is minus 1 upon in square root 3. Now here next, sec of 2 pi divided by 3 radian equal to 1 upon cos of 2 pi divided by 3 radian, and here we put up the value 1 upon cos of 2 pi divided by 3 radian, that minus 1 upon 2. So that 2 is in denominator of the denominator, so that this term is equal to is in numerator, that is minus 2. And last, cosec of 2 pi divided by 3 radian equal to 1 upon sine of 2 pi divided by 3 radian equal to 1 upon in square root 3 divided by 2 equal to 2 divided by in square root 3. These are the trigonometric functions, values of trigonometric functions for different angles. Means to find the values of trigonometric functions, our process is same. We find standard unit circle, then we denote the given angle in the standard unit circle. We can consider a point which lies on a terminal ray, that the point P having coordinate x, y, and by using the 30, 60, 90 theorem or 45, 45, 90 theorem, we can find the values of x and y. Then using our basic concept that cos of theta equal to x and sin of theta equal to y, we can find the values of all trigonometric functions by using this concept and the relation between trigonometric functions. Next problem. Next problem is find the trigonometric functions of problem second. Find the trigonometric functions of 15 pi divided by 4 radian. 15 pi divided by 4 radian. To find the trigonometric functions for this angle, let us convert this angle into a degree. Now here, given angle is now this angle is equal to 15 pi divided by 4 radian. Now here we have to convert this angle into a degree, means put up the value of pi radian equal to 180 degree. Now here distance equal to 15 multiplied with 180 degree divided by 4. Now here divide 180 degree divided by 4. Now here 4. Now here 2 remaining. 4 times 20 means 45. This angle equal to the 15 multiplied with 45 degree equal to 15/5, that is 75. Remaining 7. 15 4s are 60. 60 plus 7, that 67 degree. Now here this is the given angle. Now here to draw this angle, on the standard unit circle. Draw this angle on the standard unit circle. Let us consider that. Now here x-axis, y-axis, and this is the origin. Now here this angle 675 degree is greater than to 360 degree. Now here we can write this angle, the 360 degree plus, let us see that 675 degree minus 360 degree. Now here 5 remaining, 1 remaining and 3 remaining means 315 degree. 315 degree means we can write here 675 degree into the 360 degree plus 315 degree. Now here we have to consider a standard unit circle. Standard unit circle. To draw this angle on the standard unit circle means the initial ray, that is OA, be a initial ray, and we are considered that the terminal ray completes one rotation and reaches at this point. The made angle is 360 degree. Now here another, this angle moves, making an angle means this angle we know that 0 to 90, 90 to 180, 102 to 370, and this angle 350 lies between 270 degree and 360 degree, means our angle lies in a fourth quadrant. Now here we have to draw the terminal ray, and here the direction of the rays, direction of the terminal rays. Now here on the terminal ray we have to consider the point P having coordinate x comma y. P having coordinate x comma y. From the point P we have to draw a perpendicular on the x-axis which meet at the point M. Which meet at the point M. Now here we know that in one rotation the angle is 360 degree. Now we are in second rotation the angle is 315 degree, so that this remaining angle is of 360 degree minus 315 degree means a 45 degree. Means here this angle is of 45 degree. Now here this angle is of also 45 degree because we have to draw a perpendicular. This angle is a 90 degree. Means in triangle OMP, in triangle OMP. Now let's see that the angle O, measure of angle O, that is equal to 45 degree. Here 360 degree minus 15 degree. Now here measure of angle M, that is equal to measure of angle M means we have to draw a perpendicular, so that this angle is 90 degree, and measure of angle P means remaining angle of this triangle is the 45 degree. We know that sum of all the angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. So that this angle is 45, 90, remaining angle is also a 45 degree. Means in this triangle, all the angles in the triangle OMP, angles are 45, 45, 90. So that we use a 45, 45, 90 theorem. 45, 45, 90 theorem. Means in triangle OMP we use this theorem. Now here by this theorem, the 45, 45, 90 theorem, the side which is opposite to the angle of measure 45 degree is equal to 1 upon e square root 2 times hypotenuse. Now here by using these terms, now here let us see in this figure. Now here this is the point P. So that distance covered by the point P on the x-axis, so that this distance equal to x. Distance covered by this point P on y-axis, the distance equal to y, means where length OM that is equal to x, length PM that is equal to y. And by 45, 45, 90 theorem, now here 45, this angle, its opposite side is equal to PM, means length PM equal to 1 upon e square root 2 length OP. Now here hypotenuse that is length OP. And next term similar. Now here this angle is of 45 degree. Its opposite side is OM, so that length OM equal to 1 upon e square root 2 length OP. Now here by this figure, length OP equal to 1 equal to radius of unit circle. Radius of unit circle. And also by this figure, length PM that is equal to y equal to 1 upon e square root 2. Now length OP equal to 1 upon e square root 2 multiply with 1 upon e square root 2. And the length OM that is equal to x equal to 1 upon e square root 2 multiply with 1 that is equal to 1 upon e square root 2. Now let's see in this figure. Now the point P lies in fourth quadrant, and we know that in fourth quadrant x having value positive, y having value negative in fourth quadrant. So that, but P lies in fourth quadrant. P lies in fourth quadrant. So that x having value positive and y having value negative. Means, so that x equal to 1 upon e square root 2 and y equal to minus 1 upon e square root 2. These are the values of x and y. Now here gives basic terms. Here basic term is we have to study the trigonometric functions on the basis of standard unit circle. Then we get the values cos of theta equal to x, sin of theta equal to y. Means we know that sin of theta equal to y and cos of theta equal to x. Now here put up the value. Here theta is angle of measure 675 degree or the 15 pi upon 4 radian. Means here sine of 15 pi divided by 4 radian equal to y, and where the value of y is minus 1 upon e square root 2. Now here this is the value of sine of theta, and cos of 15 pi divided by 4 radian equal to x, and where value of x is 1 upon e square root 2. Now where this is the value of cos of 15 pi divided by 4 radian. Now here see, next we have to find other 4 remaining trigonometric functions. By using relation between trigonometric functions, means the tan of 15 pi divided by 4 radian equal to sine of 15 pi divided by 4 divided by cos of 15 pi divided by 4 radian, because we know that cos of tan of theta equal to sine of theta divided by cos of theta, and where we put the values sine of 15 pi divided by 4, that is minus 1 upon e square root 2, and cos of 15 pi divided by 4 equal to 1 upon e square root 2. 1 upon e square root 2, e square root 2 get cancelled, this terms equal to minus 1. Next terms, that is the cot of 15 pi divided by 4, cot of 15 pi divided by 4 radian. We know that cot of theta equal to cos of theta divided by sine of theta, so that this term is equal to cos of 15 pi divided by 4 radian divided by the sine of 15 pi divided by 4 radian. Now here put up the values. Cos of 15 pi divided by 4 radian, that is 1 upon e square root 2. Cos of sine of 15 pi divided by 4 minus 1 upon e square root 2, so that 1 upon e square root 2, 1 upon e square root 2 get cancelled, remaining only minus. Next terms, that is sec of 15 pi divided by 4 radian equal to 1 upon cos of 15 pi divided by 4 radian. Now here we know that sec of theta equal to 1 upon cos of theta. By using these terms, so that 1 upon where cos of 15 pi divided by 4 radian, this term is equal to 1 upon e square root 2. Now where e square root 2 is in denominator of a denominator, so that this term is equal to in numerator, that is e square root 2. And last, cosec of the 15 pi divided by 4 radian equal to 1 upon sine of 15 pi divided by 4 radian equal to 1 upon minus 1 upon e square root 2, that is equal to minus e square root. Now here, these are the values of trigonometric functions for the measure of 15 pi divided by 4 radian.